Hello! Over the next 4 minutes we will look at a super exciting agile localization project using Fiori apps as an example. On the top left we have our Visual Studio Code window with the application open. There we have a view XML file which defines the text and the layout basically of our page, and a properties file in which we specify the text elements that should be shown on the page. On the right hand side top here we see what the app looks like in the original language in English, with all the buttons, labels, entry fields. And when we move to the lower left button part, we see a pseudo-localization of this app that we generate with our portal automatically. You can see that each string has a prefix and a suffix to flag the end and the beginning and end of a string, and this flags, for instance, that the button text is too long and probably won't be able to display, and that there's a hard-coded button text. On the bottom right you can see the current German localization. Again, you can see that this one button there is hard-coded, so there is no localized text on that button. This is what we're going to fix now live, and we will look at the string where it appears and create a property entry, a key value pair for this text for that button there, which is currently hard-coded. We call it button new apply and add this button new apply key to our properties file and say it should show apply. And when we hit save, the application reloads and all the buttons in all languages currently show apply, because pseudo-localization hasn't happened and German translation neither. In order to make that happen, we will now commit this change to the Git repository in which our application is stored, and this new push with an update to the properties files that need localization will automatically be detected by our localization portal application, which we see here, and a new string, a new English string appears. In this case we set up the project so that there is an intermediate language, and for QA reasons and user experience improvements, somebody will actually copy edit, so to say, the English translation. In doing so, he or she can also add an explanation which will help other languages during translation to get more context and get the translation right. For instance, here when you then translate German, you see that description and you know that you shouldn't use anwenden or any other suggestion that might come up, because here we're applying for a job and that button means we will submit our application. In German that would be bewerben. So we save this translation, and once the translation is done, we can specify in our tool that in certain intervals, every couple hours, once a day or so, everything that was translated will be committed and saved into the repository, and once that's done, the developer can update the application from the repository, and voila, the German translation button label bewerben appears. Quick summary of what we've seen, and thank you for listening.